And welcome back, everyone, to Persona 4 Golden. Last time we took on Yosuke's shadow. He was able to finally overcome he was finally able to face his fears, pretty much face his other self, and we obtained his new persona. Now we're going to see what the Midnight Channel has in store for us next. Danielle is once again absent for this part, but she will be back for the next part coming up. Rest assured.
In other Inaba-related news, meteorologists are predicting heavy fog throughout the year. The region has seen an abnormal amount of fog over the past few years, and the cause of the climate change is unknown. Whatever the reason, residents of the Inaba area should be extra careful. Our broadcast tonight was extended to bring you up-to-date news on the incident in Inaba. The time is now midnight.
Alright, so we couldn't rescue one girl on the that appeared in Midnight Channel. What girl or person, I guess in this case, is gonna appear this time around? So you can watch as many times you want. Oh, so what? Does like the Midnight Channel have like some kind of DVR set where you can go back and watch any other previous program? Actually, DVRs was a big thing in 2011 for sure. So yeah, the time is current. Yeah. I would love if Persona 6 actually had a little callback of Persona 4 with DVR systems. It kind of took a knock of the Midnight Channel concept, but I'm sure they're gonna come up with something completely different if they ever were to do a P6.
Welcome. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. And so we meet again.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a contract may enter. In your daily life, you subconsciously heard the call to awaken, and you chose to follow the destiny of your inner voice, thereby enacting your glorious awakening to your power.
Hold on to this. From this night forth, you are our guest in this velvet room. Your destiny will require you to hone your power. And for that, you will inevitably require our help. There is but one price for this assistance. You must abide by your contract and assume responsibility for all decisions you may make.
Yeah, I get the game, Igor. I know.
Very well. The persona you have acquired, it is a side of you that shows itself when you face the world around you. Perhaps you can think of it as a facade of determination you wear to face various difficulties in life. Your persona ability, however, is that of the wild card. Compared to that of others, it is very special. It is like the number 0, empty, yet holding infinite potential within itself. The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
And to control one's own heart, eh? That sounds enticing.
Social links are necessary for more than strengthening your persona. At times, they will help light the way to the truth you're searching for.
Where will your awakened power of the wild card take you? I look forward to traveling the road of your destiny together. Till we meet again.
Alright, so That's pretty much the gist of any Persona game. You know, make sure every decision you make counts. You're responsible for your actions, blah blah blah. Or in other words, if you want to be faithful to someone, be faithful to someone. Don't cheat, because otherwise you'll get the harem ending, which I know a lot of people like.
We can't ignore it. Let's go check it out after school.
Well, maybe a group for people, if you're into that sort of thing.
If it turns out someone was thrown in again, there really might be a culprit behind all this. Even if it is something about that place that's killing the victims. If someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable. We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes. There's no way the police can do it. Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV? Totally. A promise is a promise. You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked. I think I can do that now because I have the same power. Persona, wasn't it? Could be that we got this gift from someone specifically so we could solve the case. Then again, you managed to go inside the TV and get your persona first. I feel like as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case. Well, let's do our best.
Alright. Alright, so with this established, now, every time you actually establish a friendship or some kind of connection, or you become acquainted with someone that has a particular talent, you establish a new bond. And each individual person comes with their own separate arcana. In the case of Yosuke, what's the term here? Arcana, thank you. Arcana is magician. So, basically the way this works is, if you're going to spend time with someone, you know, level up your social links, you want to make sure that the persona you have in your stock corresponds to the other person's arcana, right? Persona 5, they call them confidants, right? And this one is still social links. So pretty much, when you pick the dialogue choices to, like every once in a while when you talk to them, you'll be given a response. You can pick a response to, you'll be given a response to pick from when you're talking to somebody. And you know, each response has a different reaction. However, if you pick the right ones, you're gonna get like support points. I guess you can call it that. Without the matching persona, you only get like a normal amount of points. With the matching persona, you get more points than normal. So you always want to make sure you have those personas equipped.
Gee, about yesterday. We're sorry we worried you.
Never mind that. Is Yukiko still not here?
Huh? Yukiko-san? No. At least I haven't seen her today.
Oh man. What should I do? Hey, is that stuff you were talking about for real? You know, all that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko. That kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that interview a few days ago, too. I got worried, so I emailed her last night, but she hasn't responded. I called her earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
No. What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
We don't know yet for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first. Give her another call.
No good. Her voicemail picked up. She's not answering.
Are you serious? Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Stop it! Something must have come up, like an errand or something. Oh, or she might be helping at the inn. She wouldn't be able to answer herself if that's it.
Yeah, but would she skip school for that?
Well, I'll give the inn a call. I've got the number here somewhere. Come on, Yukiko. Pick up. Oh, is this Yukiko? Thank God she's there. I see. Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later. She was over at the inn. She said they had a big group reservation and she had to help out. Yeah. Now that I think about it, this has happened before too. At least once a year.
So Yukiko is okay
She said
for
she'll
right
be in
now.
tomorrow too.
That's interesting to
Crying
note.
out loud, Yosuke,
Because I
you
could have
sound worried over
sworn that
nothing. She was totally fine.
Yukiko is in that other place.
Yukiko-san inside that place?
Sorry, but there is a reason we thought that.
Oh yeah? What?
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about. All right, let's meet up at Junes after school. Okay, I think that's more than enough about my sorry escapades.
If I hadn't seen the place firsthand, I'd never have believed a story like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways,
It is
we
still
need to know
rather
what's
interesting
going
though
on inside.
that some characters would pick up their powers if they're in that other world. Like in this game's case, if you're thrown into the TV, obviously
How? By
for those
talking
who
to that
for those who
teddy
have played the game by now or know how the series works,
I got it.
is that
Come here a sec.
when you confront a shadow, your other self comes out. Your
Sticking your hand in and calling him over. I bet that bear's
your
wandering
persona
around the
basically gets
entrance anyway.
summoned and helps you fight off the
Stand
shadow.
over here. Make a roll
In this game's case, obviously what you saw with the Yosuke from the previous part, once you defeat once you defeat that person's said shadow, that shadow becomes a persona for the host, Yosuke obviously. Persona 5 had a different
Dude, is that a
way about it
playground?
with
you
if they're thrown
okay?
inside a palace, right? If they're able to somehow walk in through the palace,
Wow.
with the phone app and stuff like that, then they face someone else's shadow,
Stupid
and
bear
then
must have done it.
obviously the other self finally awakens, and then they awaken to their new persona. It's actually interesting that a little trivia here, when they
No, it's not a game.
did Futaba's shadow from Persona 5, instead of making her shadow much more antagonistic, like the Persona 4 shadows are here, it was actually Futaba's shadow was actually there because
So there's no
she
way to
was going to try to get the real Futaba to remember what happened in her past. So I thought it was like a nice little nod to Persona 4 that P5 did.
I'm gonna go warn Yukiko anyway. Since she'll be busy this weekend helping out at the inn, I doubt she'd go anywhere alone. But still.
Yeah. You'll walk with her to school on Monday, right?
Sure, I'll go pick her up at her house.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel. Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding. What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight. Alright, don't forget to watch tonight.
Looks like we found all we're gonna find here. And we've still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We don't even know if this is a homicide.
Well, what else could it be? There's no way a body could end up like that by accident.
I know. We haven't found the cause of death for the first Vic. Now we got a second one just like it. If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp. But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You know, I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, That singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it. And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media. No one would put themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
Got a point there.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders. He's been working in the city for the past 6 months. Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident. There are eyewitnesses and other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died. And we can't find anything that shows Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary. He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi. She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive. She was killed well after she reported the body, and the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found. The only other connection is that she attended the same school as the daughter of the inn where Yamano was holed up. But that hardly points to a motive. Coincidences like that are common in a town as small as ours.
Yeah, I heard about that angle on the news too.
What? Is the story about the inn out already?
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew, and our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
Either way, all we can do now is keep investigating anyone involved with the victims. Our perp. It has to be someone in Inaba.
Oh, is your detective's intuition at work?
So Dojima is pretty much onto something here when he says the perp has to be somewhere in Inaba. You know, it is very possible that could be the case. That could most certainly be the case. I just made a separate save point here, just in the event that a recording goes wrong or something stupid happened. I at least have a backup save file that if I have to redo some things again, I can just go ahead and do it. Now I think the PSP version, which is what's being ported to Steam here, allows you to fast forward through dialogue, which is really nice. Oh, and I also heard that Sega's actually considering porting other older Persona games to consoles and PC, which is awesome.
Good evening. Tonight, Princess Yukiko has a big surprise.
I'm gonna go score myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream, Not a Hoax. Princess Yukiko's hunt for her Prince Charming. And I came prepared. I've got my lacy unmentionables on, stacked from top to bottom. I'm out to catch a whole harem, and the best of the lot is gonna be all mine. Well, here I go.
So yeah, that's what pretty much happens when someone gets thrown into the TV. A weird program shows up. And obviously, you know, that's their shadow talking. This also pretty much means that that in this case now Yukiko was definitely thrown into the TV, so that much we were able to figure out.
Low-budget TV show. Was it like this before too? What's going on? Okay. We need to get in touch with Yukiko-san first. Crap, I don't know her number. Oh yeah, I can just call Chie. Tomorrow's Sunday, so let's meet up at Junes first thing in the morning.
Alright, now we're all dressed up and ready to go out. Oh, but here's Nanako.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, you can imagine the main character being so guilty conscious about leaving his only cousin by herself to look after the house. And she has to be like, what? And she has to be like, what? 6, 7 years old or something like that? You know, with no one else watching her. I mean, I can almost imagine how awkward he must feel about the whole thing.
So the weather
Because
this weekend
there's really
will
no
be
one else to
perfect
look
for
after
going
her.
out
Even though
as
she
per
insisted
next
she can
week's
look after
forecast.
herself.
Oh, the sun's gonna come out. I should do some laundry. Weren't you going somewhere?
Sorry for the holdup. I found some stuff we can use in the closet at home. Take a look at these. We've got our personas, but a golf club's not that reliable of a weapon. So, which one strikes your fancy?
I'm more in lines of the katana. I've always liked long swords.
Ah, you've got discerning taste. This is a Junes exclusive. The blade's fake, though. As for me... Wait, maybe both would be good, too. Kinda like this? Or like this? What about this?
Two suspicious young males found, one armed with multiple weapons, requesting immediate backup.
Huh? Oh, crap. I mean, no. This isn't what it looks like. We didn't steal it. I guess that's not what matters. Anyways, we're not doing anything bad. We're just two ordinary kids who like weapons. Oh, that doesn't sound right either.
Put the weapons down now. We'll listen to your story at the station. Hands where I can see them, too. I said now!
But this isn't...
Are you resisting an officer of the law? You're under arrest!
And whoops, we done goofed. Yosuke, why'd you have to wave the weapons around in public like that?
To pull a stupid stunt like this.
You know what happens when you give people the wrong impression?
Around town? We got men stationed everywhere, for God's sake. You're lucky I was around. Or this would have ended up on your permanent record.
We're sorry.
Wait, so the one that disappeared is the Amagi girl?
Seems like it. But she's just a high schooler, you know? Could be that she decided to run away from home.
Hey, did he say Amagi? Then she really is.
Who's what now?
Oh, nothing.
I'm sure you've seen on the news that there's an investigation in progress. We're sensitive about certain things. You're free to go. But this better not happen again.
Whoa, pardon me. Huh? Aren't you the kid staying at Dojima-san's place?
Oh, can we ask you something? It's about Yukiko-san. I mean, Yukiko Amagi of the Amagi Inn. Did something happen to her?
Huh? Oh, am I allowed to say? Well, if you're friends with Miss Amagi, keep this between us, okay? We got a call from Miss Amagi's parents yesterday evening saying they couldn't find her anywhere. Since it was the weekend, the workers at the inn were extremely busy and no one saw Miss Amagi around that time. Oh, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is a case just yet. But people have been turning up dead on foggy days, so we're really sensitive to stuff like this. By the way, did she say anything to you guys about maybe going through some hard times?
Hard times?
Well, that announcer, Miss Yamano, was staying at the Amagi Inn before the first murder. Seems Miss Yamano had some harsh words for the manager about the staff's attitude towards guests. The stress of it caused the manager to collapse. And, with Miss Amagi being the manager's daughter, she must have felt pretty strongly about the incident, you know? By the way, did Miss Amagi ever hint that she might be leaving the house? Because if not, there's been some theories floating around that she's laying low for some reason or another. Crap. I think I've gone too far. You didn't hear that, okay?
Adachi, what the hell are you chatting with civvies for? And where's my coffee?
Sorry, I got it right here. Psst, forget I said anything, please.
I like the sign in the background that says no drugs. I mean, why is the exclamation point after no when it should have been after the word drugs? Like, no drugs!
Oh, well, there was a slight misunderstanding.
I think that it's nice, a little drug-free promotion thing, but I don't know. Just something weird. Just something weird I noticed.
And it turns out Yukiko really did disappear.
I guess we've got no choice but to go now. But that aside, the cops are saying some weird stuff. They think Yukiko-san's hiding to lay low. Apparently Yukiko-san's mom collapsed because that announcer lady bitched her out. They think that gives her a motive. And the fact that the announcer died right after makes her even more suspicious.
What? They think Yukiko did it? What the hell is wrong with them?
Dude, don't snap at me.
You know what's interesting too? They took this exact scene for the anime, except it would be Adachi that would try to blabber on about the fact that Yukiko might have possibly did it, and Chie will snap at Adachi for even saying that. So I thought it was a nice little. So I thought it was a nice little difference there between the show and the game.
Are you gonna be all right? Man, they just confiscated our weapons. We can't go in empty-handed.
Weapons? Oh, I know just the place. Come on, follow me. Here we are.
What kind of shop is this?
Metalworks, I guess? They sell all sorts of metal crap, like katanas and stuff.
Doesn't that seem weird to you? Why would you know about a place like this anyway? Oh, I get it. You watched one too many kung fu movies and...
It's not that at all. I overheard some guys in our class talk about it. They said this place sells weapons and armor. Here, this one looks good, but it might be too heavy.
I don't know, Chie. I still think it's too dangerous. I know how you feel, but...
You don't! You don't know shit about how I feel. Yukiko might die from this, for crying out loud. I'm going, and that's that! Psst, I'll be fine. My reflexes are second to none.
Listen, I'm not kidding around. You don't know what it's like in there. If you're not gonna listen to our warnings, we're leaving you here. If you insist on coming, just make sure you have something to protect yourself.
All right.
Man, what should we get? Hey, mind picking out something for me too? You're our main asset in battle right now. So I think you should choose whatever makes it easiest for you.
All right, now we got some nice sweet yen. Now, just another pro tip too. What I do in this video is that I don't really buy anything here. I'll be showing off what weapons you can get in just a moment, but basically, the weapons you get here barely makes a difference in terms of damage output. So you're kind of really just better off just saving it and keep your current weapons that you have going on right now. Because if you save your money, you might be able to buy other things down the line. You also got, I primarily also could be using money to like I'll use a money to occasionally buy items here and there at first, but primarily I'm gonna be using money to keep buying previous personas in case I need to fuse something. That's my plan, anyways. So yeah, I'm showing off the. So basically, here I'm just showing off the weapon and accuracy difference between the damage and accuracy differences between the one I have currently equipped and the one I could buy and equip. But obviously I don't go for it because the damage output is not that much different at all. So it's kind of pointless at the minute. Plus there are better weapons to buy / find down the line. So I'm just gonna wait in on that, honestly.
So it finally begins. Now, if you'll give me a moment of your time. We have been expecting you. The catastrophe that is headed your way. It has already taken human lives in its approach towards you. But you have nothing to fear. You already have the power to fight against it. It seems that the time for you to use your persona has come.
Your persona ability is that of the wild card. If you strengthen your bonds properly, their power will help you overcome any ordeal. Our role is to facilitate that.
My contribution is to give birth to new personas. By mixing together multiple persona cards, I can transmute them into a new form. This, in other words, is the fusion of personas. You have the power to hold multiple personas and to use them accordingly. When you defeat an enemy, the seeds of possibility you attain will appear before you as cards. At times, they may be hard to grasp, but you must master your fear and reach out to them. When you obtain new cards, please do not hesitate to bring them here. If you have been developing your social links, then your persona will gain even more power. They will be one of your chief sources of strength. You would do well to take this to heart.
I'll get back to you in a second. Hold on.
The tome you see in my hand is the Persona Compendium. Registering the personas you hold will allow you to recall them at any time. Please see me when you wish to use it. Oh, and one more thing. I would like to introduce a new resident of the
Yeah, sorry about that. That was just my mom paying a visit. So for those of you who haven't heard her voice in the background, please be nice and say hi to her.
I can hear. Nice to meet you. Huh? Oh, maybe. That'd explain why you're so familiar.
Excuse her. This is Marie. Her soul is still very young and...
Shut up. Don't tell him any more about me than you need to.
As you can see, she may be brusque at times, but please understand that she is only an apprentice, and forgive her for her impoliteness. Marie will be dealing with skill cards. Using these cards will allow you to provide your personas with new powers. Also, I am sure she will help you form a bond between yourself and the outside world. Marie will contact you at a later date. Please feel free to speak with her here when you wish to use her services.
Do you recall my words to you before? The coming year is a turning point in your destiny. If the mystery goes unsolved, your future may be forever lost. I meant precisely what I said. Defeat in battle is not the only way your journey may come to an end. Please do not forget this. When next we meet, you will come here of your own will. I look forward to it. Until then, farewell.
And so the TLDR version, go rescue people who are kidnapped, do it before it's too late. Pretty much it. Alright, so that's all the time we have for right now. Next time we meet, we're going to go inside that TV and to Yukiko's castle. See you guys.